All right, guys, let's check out the new secret in Ultimate Tower Defense. Doctor Strange, the Sorcerer Supreme Dormant. All right, so it looks like he's very dormant. All right, ability Rotunda of Gateways. All right, here we go. We got Malevolent State all out, using All-Star Chaos to obliterate his enemies. All right, let's do that one first. All right, so now it looks like he's a damaging unit. Decent damage, not gonna lie. All right, oh my gosh, you got a lot of stuff going on. So let's go get some upgrades on him. Oh, I guess he's back to this state. Okay, I don't know what's going on there. Does he lose the state? I'm confused. He might lose the state. Oh, he loses the state after a while. That's a little interesting. So you can choose it again. Chaos, 37%. Then it runs out and then you can pick again. Yeah, okay, that's actually pretty cool. So you can keep using his multiple abilities. So it looks like his upgrades are separate from his like paths, which is pretty cool. Allows the sorcerer to swiftly recharge and gain chaos sigils. All right, so there we go. So he's going to be gaining a bunch of chaos sigils now. So right now he has 2, so now he has 3. So the more he gains, I think that means this is going to allow him to last in his other power for longer. So let's charge him up. I will say damage wise is not too bad, but I do like that you can just switch the path. That's pretty freaking sick. So there we go. So I believe this means he's now all the way maxed out. All right, suppression. Okay, it looks like he also applies the thing called suppression as well. A cool little status effect, which looks like it's slowing down the enemies. Okay. So yeah, chaos meter applies suppression to enemies in range, gains 10% range per stored chaos sigil. Okay. Oh, looks like you can store a lot of chaos sigils. So it looks like the max is 7 chaos sigils. And you can see his range is now a lot higher. And I do want to get him to the max upgrade. It's just going to take me a second to get the money. All right, let's max him out, which also increases his range. Looks like he's still capped out at 7 chaos sigils. All right, Timekeeper. So it allows the Supreme Sorcerer to control time itself, sending enemies back in time. So I believe that's going to allow him to like knock back enemies or something. All right, Time Reverence. Each attack rolls for a crit that enhances the next attack, which makes it full AOE. When the Sorcerer Supreme has Chaos Sigil stored, he will use this to teleport enemies back. If not, he will apply Arcbound. All right, there we go. So that's pretty cool. So basically he becomes like almost like a full AOE type unit, which is pretty freaking dope. And I believe he can also send enemies back as well. Looks like he's still gaining chaos. Okay. So he gains chaos every attack. And it looks like, okay, so each attack is actually multiple of these. So that's why it says 4 SPA. So that's pretty cool. And it looks like he's still in that form. So it looks like he stays in this form for a while, which is pretty sweet. All right. And he is still at 7 though. All right, let's try switching into Malevolent Madness. So I believe this is when he goes full crazy DPS. All right. It looks like his damage is still going up. Went up to 1.75 million. All right. Consuming a Chaos Sigil grants 15% damage and 5 AoE radius. All right. Okay, so I guess it keeps going. He keeps consuming it. So it looks like he keeps consuming it and keeps getting more powerful, which is pretty freaking cool. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, the AoE just keeps getting bigger until he runs out of Chaos Sigils, and his damage keeps getting bigger as well. But then I think once he runs out, he's done. But it looks like as of now, every attack he's gaining more and more AoE. You can see how giant his AoE is now, which is actually pretty freaking sick. Not gonna lie. What's his SPA looking like? 2-second SPA. So it's getting even. Oh my gosh, this guy got some crazy AoE. Dude, I will say his damage seems a little low, but I remember I'm not using any Dragos with him. So that's his base damage, no Dragos. But I will say overall, this guy's looking really good. So definitely a highly recommended unit. It's a pretty cool power too, and it looks like it's lasting a while. So there you go, guys. The new secret, honestly, pretty freaking good.